Hello and welcome to this episode of Microchips, and today we are looking at this Moonraker minor CB radio. It should be a CB2781 with an unknown fault. I've never switched it on before. I got it as part of a lot of CBs. It's been sat at the bottom of my box for me to look at, so today's the day. I'm going to have a look at it and see what it's all about. So like I say, I've never looked at this radio, so I'll open it up and have a look inside. And everything looks okay initially. Can't see anything untoward. Let's have a look at the circuit board side. And there is something strange going on in the middle there. Not sure what that's all about. And what looks like a broken track as well. Not sure what that's all about. Not sure whether it should be connected or not. And of course we've got an inch of power lead. But should we get this radio working, we'll replace that. So the radio switch is on. And we don't seem to be getting any sound at all. Not even sure what the mic configuration for this is. So we're getting nothing on transmit, nothing on receive. So I'm not sure where to start on this yet. I suppose we should check some voltages. Not sure what's going on with that broken track. Doesn't seem to be any voltage on it anywhere. And of course I've not got a schematic for this, so I'm working totally blind. So I suppose we should start looking at the audio amp, seeing it's got no sound. So I've got the data sheet for the audio amp, which is a TDA 2003. I've just measured supplies there. Can't seem to get anything when you touch the input pin. You would have thought you would have got a buzz out of the speaker. So let's have a look on the scope. And this is the output pin, and I've seen that before. I'm suspecting that this audio amp's failed. And it is getting quite warm, so maybe we're onto something here. So I'm just going to check another voltage, which is the supply to the FM demodulator IC, and that seems to be correct. And we finally worked out why we've got no transmit, because the microphone was wrong. This thing seems to be wired to UniAce and not Cybernet. So we have transmit, but we don't have any transmit audio. So we're scoping the receive on the FM demodulator IC, and something is happening when I transmit on the other radio. So it is actually doing something. But still no sound coming out of it. So a couple of days later we've ordered a spare audio amplifier IC, and we're going to fit this, and we're going to see if this cures the problem. So we'll solder the new one in. see if it brings this radio back to life. There we go, that should do. Right, let's switch it on. And bingo, we have sound. Squelch is working. Have good output on an external speaker. And we are receiving. Excellent. Looks like we've actually got somewhere with this now. So we're getting transmitted audio as well. So let's deal with this extremely small power lead. So we've taken the old one out from the board. We want to solder in a new piece of wire. And whilst I was using it, I noticed that the channel up button seemed to be a little bit lazy sometimes. So I think we need to replace the tack switch. Because the channel down seems to be okay, but channel up seems to... There we go. Seems to be very intermittent. So we'll replace that switch anyway. So out with the old switch. In with a new switch. Now it is a little bit higher than the original one, so I've had to file that down a little bit. And they're nice and responsive. Channel 9 button's working. There, after the front's had a little bit of a clean with some foam cleaner, it's looking better already. I know it's a very basic radio, but it still works. Just do some final checks. And there we have it, one repaired Moonraker Minor. All it needed was a new audio amplifier IC and a new tack switch for the volume up. Nice quick repair. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.